Hi friends, in today's video I'm going to show you how you can quickly and easily add subtitles to your videos in DaVinci Resolve. Now it's just already built in, you don't have to go out and spend lots of money on these fancy tools that's going to do subtitles for you. And you can use the power of AI built into DaVinci Resolve. And I've actually got DaVinci Resolve version 20 here, which is the current latest version, but it may be available in earlier versions. Also, I've got the studio version of DaVinci Resolve, so I'm not 100% sure whether the subtitle feature is available in the free edition or not. I think it is, but let me know if it's not the case in the comments. Okay, so this is the subtitles, as you can see on the screen. So I'm going to show you just by this little clip here how to add them in. And it's very very easy. So you just need to click on your clip and then go to the timeline menu at the top. And you look for AI tools, and then you'll see an option, create subtitles from audio. Click on that guy and you can see the dialogue that appears here. Now it's not very sophisticated dialogue at all, so you don't have many options to worry about. Now the first one you can to choose, of course, is the language. You can leave it as auto, or you can select from the languages that's available here. Now it does actually have some additional languages, so you can actually click on this checkbox here and it's going to download in beta version some additional languages. So if your language is not included here, then give that a go. Then you've got an option here, caption preset. So I like to at least leave it at subtitle default, but of course you can choose and experiment with these other two versions here. You then choose the maximum number of characters per line. I just generally leave it at the default here, but you can change that if you want to. And then you have an option of single or double line. Now the default option is single line, but if you want to have obviously two lines, you can choose double there. And you can also experiment with this gap between subtitles. And then pretty much leave it like that and then click create. Now it's going to go off like this, and you're going to give it a few minutes just to create the subtitles. One thing to bear in mind is I've just noticed that if you have your audio muted, which I did have on my clip, then you'll just notice it's not going to do anything. So you have to make sure you obviously unmute your audio track. And then you can see that you have this track at the top, which is your subtitle track. And if I just sort of scrub through the video, you can see we have the subtitles appearing here. Now, if you actually select this track, you can come over to the right hand side and you can see that we have up here, and clicking on caption, we have the captions for the subtitles at various places. And we can just, if I just make this a little bit easier to see more what's going on, you can click on the various points of the actual subtitles and it's going to obviously take you to the relevant parts of the video. You can then edit the text here that the AI has created if you want to just add a bit of punctuation, or you just want to correct a spelling mistake, or just it's got the word completely wrong. You can then make the changes there. You can add obviously new captions if you want to. The other thing you can do is you can actually customize the actual captions that appear if you click on the track tab next to where it says caption. You can choose the fonts. So I'm just going to, for example, you can experiment with the size here. You can experiment with all the things you could normally do when you're creating a font in DaVinci Resolve. And you can change the color if you particularly want to. I'm just going to leave it white because it just kind of looks the nicest. And notice at the bottom, I've got this black square, the background, to make the actual subtitles stand out. Now that's, if you scroll down, is available on the background. If you switch it off, you can see that it obviously disappears, but when the video plays, I find that the subtitles don't always sort of stand out. So you click on the background, and then you can change, if you click on override sizing here, you can change the width and the height of this background background box. And then you can sort of make it sort of fit appropriately. And then change, for example, the opacity if you want to make it sort of stand out or not. So that's nice indeed. And then you can just experiment with all the options. Now, if you want to, for example, to have it two lines rather than one line, and I've already showed that, I'm just going to remove the existing subtitles and regenerate it. So click on the video clip and then go to timeline, AI tools, back to create subtitles from audio, and I'm going to change this to double. Let's hit create. Once again, I'm going to let it do its thing here. And now we have the captions in double lines. And note my background needs a little bit of changing here. So I'm just going to click on the subtitle track, go to track here, and then scroll down to the background. And I can experiment by bringing the height of that to actually cover the 2 lines. So that's pretty much it. Nice and easy, as I said, to produce subtitles in DaVinci Resolve. Don't have to worry about all those extra tools that's available on the web. Just already built into DaVinci Resolve. Hope this video is useful, guys. Of course, if give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more tips and tricks on DaVinci Resolve. Take care and see you soon.